Welcome to Roxtalks, the podcast that helps network marketers grow their business on social media. I'm Roxanne Wilson, and today we're talking about becoming the CEO of you. It's all part of the 2021 series. Yes, I said 2021. And this one might ruffle some feathers, but I think you're ready. I believe you're ready. I know you're ready. So we're going to dive right in on how to become the CEO of you. Social Stories membership is open right now, and I have one question for you. What's stopping you from joining network marketers who are in the throes of growing their business on social media? What's stopping you from being part of this amazing community? I want you to ask yourself that and answer it today, because what I know is this: it's the last chance for you to join for 2021. And the strides, the success, the mile markers the members of Social Stories are making, y'all, it is unparalleled. I'm talking increased team volume by 200%. I'm talking increasing personal volume by that much, rocking and kicking all around the place, growing their social media blueprint out so that they can literally know that when they post, it's going to lead to growing their business, growing their volume in a big, big way. And let's not take away from the amazing community and the way that these women and men lift each other up, help each other grow, and network with some pretty powerful people, which is a powerful thing in business in any rate. So again, I ask you, what's stopping you from joining? Ask yourself that and see if it's worth it. You have an opportunity between today's Wednesday, if you're listening to it, the first day this has come out, you have a couple more days to join Social Stories' last chance for 2020. And just to sweeten the pot a little for you, just know that in the first 6 weeks of being a member of Social Stories, I am going to give you the blueprint boot camp to growing your volume like right then, literally in 6 weeks, while you're building out all the other things. And the results. Okay, I've gone too far, but if you want to know more information, and I would love to be working with you personally, get to know you, go ahead and go to socialstoriesmembership.com/social stories. I look forward to seeing you in the membership soon. Okay, so it's 2020 and we're all about, no, it is 2020. We're all about 2021 right now. We're still talking holidays. So know that holidays is still a thing and you are working your business in a big way because the holiday is not over till we say Happy New Year or good riddance or whatever we're going to say at the end of this year. But right now you are in, and we're doing a series right now in podcast getting you ready for 2021. So we've talked about you figuring out what your word is, what your vision is for 2021. We've also talked about your social media plan in the first 90 days, committing to a social media platform, committing to showing up on that platform X amount of times a week. Now you might be saying to yourself, but what does that mean? What is the content I'm going to be putting out? I love that you asked that. We will get there. We'll get there. But first, I want to talk to you today about making a decision to become the CEO of you and your business. Most network marketers are not the CEOs of their business. Most network marketers are glorified sales people. How do you know if you're a glorified salesperson? You're a glorified salesperson if you wait for your company or your upline to give you direction on anything. And by anything, I mean what to post, when to post it. I also mean what specials to run, what type of things to talk about, how to recruit, all of those things. This is not to say that there's not good advice in those places that I mentioned, but this is the fact of the matter. You've got to remember that your company is appealing to the masses. They have to. So there's hopefully your company is diverse in distributors and consultants. And as a result, your company, their market is all of the above. So they're going to be saying some things that really don't apply to you. But if you fall into, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago intentionally, being coachable, you may fall into that trap of thinking you have to do everything they say to do and not doing what's best for you and your business. Your upline. Uplines are awesome. Thanks. You helped us get into this company. Rah, rah, rah. But the truth of the matter is, just because she got there first doesn't mean she knows what she's talking about. I'm going to say that again. Just because she got into the company first does not mean she knows what she's talking about. It doesn't mean that she has business acumen. It doesn't mean she knows how to work social media. It doesn't mean that you have to bow at the teat of everything that she says. I told you I might ruffle little feathers today, and that's okay. Yes, you respect her and you appreciate her, and hopefully you're rocking with her, but there are going to be times where you, in your interests and your business, do not jive with her and her interests and her business. And there are times where you can't say, I'm going to forget everything that I know about my target market and about me to just do whatever she said because she says to do it. Where did she, like, where does that, no. Again, I'm not saying you ignore corporate or your upline. I'm saying that you learn to make decisions for yourself. And I believe that if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you probably have that churning in you where you're like, something's just not quite right. I need to hear another voice, and that's why you're here with me. Awesome. Let's get you being the CEO of your business. Because a glorified salesperson goes at the whim and the beck and call of her upline and of corporate. A CEO stands in the truth of being a CEO of her business and makes decisions based on her target market and herself, and then filters through what she learns and gets from corporate and her upline. Again, that means that sometimes you're going to be lock and step with your upline and corporate. Yes, but it means other times you're going to be like, I'm hell to the no. We're going to do this way. It means that things that sound wackadoo, you don't just do because you feel like you've got to do them. So this is how we're going to apply this, okay? 2021 is a coming, and we're just going to talk about the first 90 days. I want you to start planning out your first 90 days, and not just with your social media calendar, which we're going to get into content a little later this month, but I want you to start planning out what you're going to be doing. You know what your goals are, so how are you going to get there? I don't know. I was waiting to see what corporate was going to put out there or what my upline's incentives are going to be. No. Anything that corporate puts out there, anything that your upline incentives they offer, that's just gravy. That's just gravy. That is not the actual meat and potatoes. That is not the foundation of the business. You are the foundation of your business. So you're going to make decisions, and you're going to make those decisions, and you're going to analyze them and make other decisions based on that. And it's going to be okay. And sometimes you're going to soar, and sometimes you're like, let's take a 2 on that, or take a 3. You have got to decide that for 2021, you are the CEO of your business, which means that if your goal is that you want to be focused on building a team, and all you're hearing is, here's some discounts and some coupons for your new customers, that may not be what you want to be focusing on. And it means the vice versa too. If you're like, I want to sell the product, I want to serve my customers, I want to grow this thing in that way, then if you see corporate or your upline trying to push you to build a team and that's what you want to do, then you have to filter that out. You got to block it. You got to shadow ban it in the world of social media, the words of social media. You have got to remember why you were in this business. And I want you to this week to remind yourself, why did you join? Because if you did not join to get the goal that corporate wants or that your upline wants, it's time for you to remember why you're here. Why are you here? And yes, that reason changes and evolves, but you need to remember why you are here. And once you remember that, let's make 2021 about that, about why you're here. Because what I know and what I see, and I see a lot in the network marketing industry, I see a lot. There's a lot of drama. Drama always happens. It happens. It's life. Business is drama. Don't let anyone fool you. There's drama in business. There's a lot of drama around the holiday time. And of course, 2020 adds to that. So you're seeing drama and it can get really distracting. So you've got to decide, if this drama doesn't apply to me, I'm not going to be in this drama. I know why I'm here. My goal is X. I'm going to go for that goal. And so once you remember why you're here and you remember your goal, how are we going to get you there for in the first 90 days? How are we going to get you closer to or get your goal? So I want you to look at those 3 months. I want you to look at January, February, and March and ask yourself, what is some type of activity that you can do? You can invite us to do it with you, but you can do. It's coming from your brain because you are the CEO, that you can do and you can apply in that first, let's just start with January, that first month, to help you get to that goal. What's something you can do differently? What's something you can add on? What's something you can work on? And if you're like, golly gee, well, Chris, I don't know. I want to think like a CEO, but I just don't know. Then you really should consider joining Social Stories, like really, because the blueprint is there. Because you have the tools and you're going to get everything you need to then decide what's best for your strategy. And if you're like, I'm a Rockstar, I got this, but I would enjoy a community and some higher level coaching on this, then I also think you should join Social Stories. Right now, let me tell you what Social Stories members do. We're doing two amazing things. So everyone in Social Stories right now is working on or is doing what I call the volume building boot camp. It's 6 weeks, this awesome boot camp that does exactly what it sounds like it does. It builds your volume in 6 weeks on social media. And literally, one would not need to spend more than an hour a week doing these activities. I'm not even kidding with you. Like, seriously. So in the first week alone, no, let me go back. In the first post alone, the first post, once I give the training, all the workbook and all that stuff, and it's like, go do it. First post alone, within less than 24 hours, we were seeing results. Now, again, I told you 6 weeks of volume building. That doesn't mean it's not happening sooner. Shout out to Rochelle Suggs, who I know also listens to the podcast. She is a Social Stories Elite member, and she got 2 new customers based on one post. And if you guys think that this post is like, buy my product, that's not what I teach. It's not what it is. 2 new customers, just like that. Wendy Craig, who has been a guest on the show as well too. She got 1 new customer, bada bing, from the first post from the Volume Building Bootcamp. Wendy Walker got 2 new customers from the first post in the Volume Building Bootcamp. They all built volume just like that. Now, those are the results I have now. Of course, I record this ahead of time, but I'm confident by the time you're listening, the results are just increasing. That is from we're doing this for 6 weeks. Now you might wonder, why are we doing this right now? I thought you were doing holiday. Yes, we are. My Social Stories members have their holiday strategy. They know what they need to be doing. I've been talking about it since September. They know. But just like September was for the holidays, October, November, December, you got to believe that as we're looking at this new quarter in 2021, I have them in motion right now working on that. Right? Working on that, because here's the thing. Volume is awesome during the holidays, but what happens in January? If you've been in network marketing more than a year, January, there's a little bit of a lull. You're a little lully and they're a little lully, and it takes a little moment to get that going. And that's why we're doing the Volume Building Bootcamp right now, because then in January, guess what's still coming out? The volume. People need to have whatever they're offering because of the Volume Building Bootcamp. We got this going. Okay, so that's one thing that's going on. Then for my elite members, it's today Wednesday. So Monday we had our elite group coaching call. And during that call, I have to give a shout out to my elite members because they see the inner workings of my brain more than anyone. I'm like, guess what we're going to do now? You think my hair looks crazy? The brain is crazy. And I broke down for them and challenged them. That's what I do. I'm like, this is what I want you to consider doing. No, I challenge, like, this is what you're going to do if you choose, because they're the CEOs of the business. This is how it would work. Ready, go. And they embraced it. And so I'll tell you a little bit more about it as it comes out, but they're working on something very special that is going to be kicking off first 2 weeks in January. And what's so exciting is it's literally different for all of them, because you have to understand, members of Social Stories run the gamut. Yes, we have health and beauty. Yes, we have travel. Hello, we've got wine. We have, you name a company, we have crafting companies. You name a company or genre, we have jewelry. We have, I'm not even like breaking down all of them. It's in there. And so as a result, when I challenge them for certain things, you've got to believe that they are literally like here's the concept, y'all. Here's the framework to go for it. And then the ideas coming out, and the way they help each other with the ideas is pretty awesome. So I'm really excited about what they're working on, because what we're doing, those 2 things I just mentioned, the Volume Building Bootcamp, with which anyone in Social Stories can do, and then the special top secret project that I will tell you about soon that the elite members are working on, is all about growing their business in 2021. It's all about being the CEO of their business. Now, if you're listening, going, Roxanne, there's no way I could do all these things. I need the community, but I just couldn't do it. I need you to know this. You are the CEO of your business. So as a member of Social Stories, you decide what you're going to do and you're not going to do. I've laid out there, and listen, Social Stories work. So if you do even a modicum of what I show you and teach you, you will be successful. But it's up to you to make the decision what you're going to do. There are no policies and procedures. I'm not making you compliance. It's not like you need to do X, Y, Z. You do what you do. But you need to know that you're always in a community that's going to lift you up, that is going to cheer you on, that is going to give you great ideas and tools to make it even better. And whether you want to grow your business, you're like, hey, I just want to make enough money a month to like just pay some bills off. Awesome. Or if you're like, I want to take this thing to the top. I want everybody to know my name. Hey, Norm. Awesome. There's a place for you in social stories at any level. There really is. So if you want to know more information, seriously, go to socialstoriesmembership.com/social stories. And if you want to know about the elite, go ahead and email me because we will be doing there will be one more opportunity this year to join Elite. I just put it out there. Now it's official. It's happening. So let me know if you're interested in that as well too. But the main thing I want you to do right now is become the CEO of your business. It's going to be scary. If you've always been listening to your upline, you've always been listening to corporate, which means that you are like promoting items that have nothing to do with your target market, or if you still believe that your target market is everybody, adios míos, what I need you to do is take the first step and say, 2021, I'm going to be the CEO of me. I'm going to make decisions for my business, not decisions that benefit the bigger business. Because oftentimes the decisions that benefit the bigger business don't benefit you. Think about it. If your target market is one that has no interest, I love to say, like, if you are like your company's a vegan food product base, right? And you sell the vegan food stuff and it's like amazing, right? And then your company says, we're branching out. Now we're going to sell, beef jerky. But your target market is all vegans. But they are giving you this, here's what you post, make sure you share this, make sure you post it, share it, like it, all these things, put it out there. And your audience is vegan. How is your audience going to take that? That's not going to be good for your business. Now, is it good for the company at large? Of course, because they have more people pushing out their advertising, but it literally hurts you. You've got to start, and I know that's like a drastic example, but but listen, go back and look at some of the things you promoted. You're like, they don't even care. Yes, it applies to you. Often, maybe what you just need to do is ask yourself, is this thing that they want me to do like a vegan selling beef jerky? And if it is, you've got to run away from it and be the CEO of you and stand in that and be confident. And if you're afraid, if you're like, oh, they're not going to like me for that, then come on to my community and we will celebrate you and support you in full arms. I'm serious, with open arms. I say it over and over again because it's so true. It's such an amazing community. Okay, I digress. That is all I have for you today. No, I know. We're going to be right back with some mindset, which we're going to need to get into 2021, as well as some behind the scenes. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Roxtalks, and it's time for the mindset moment. I think it's really important right now to do one very important thing. Just one? Yeah, for your mind it is. One word, the word is grace. And what I want you to do with that one word is give yourself grace. I'm going to guess you give other people grace all the time. I'm also going to guess you're not very good at giving yourself grace. We are so hard on ourselves. And if there's ever a time not to be hard on ourselves, it would be right now, where you're running around, school is or isn't ending. You may or may not be doing hybrid, or they're home or they're at school. You have holidays coming up, figuring out those things. You also have your business. You have all the things. You might have gained a few pounds. You're trying to figure that out. How is it that we give everyone grace? We don't give ourselves grace. You have a lot of balls in the air. And yes, some of them might fall or nearly fall. That does not mean you need to give yourself a hard time for it. You are doing what you can do. And there are many people that wish they were doing as much as you were. I mean that with all my heart. So my one ask for you right now is, in the season of giving and grace and love and hope and peace, can you please give yourself some grace? Literally, give yourself some grace. Let it go and be kind to yourself. And if you have a hard time deciding if you would be, ask yourself, if your loved one was standing in front of you saying all the things they didn't do or couldn't do or all those things, would you tell them, yeah, you need to lash yourself some more, shame, 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 shame? Or would you say, you're doing great. Stop being so hard on yourself? My guess is you would say that. Or would you let someone else say all those horrible things about someone you loved? No, so stop saying it about yourself. Stop it. Because here's the thing, you aren't really giving other people grace if you can't give yourself grace. Give yourself some grace. And that will help you enjoy this holiday season. It'll help you enjoy what's left for 2020, and it'll help you get in the right mindset to rock 2021. Grace, write it down somewhere. Grace, 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 not shame, grace. A little behind the scenes right now, it is Scott's birthday's tomorrow. Yes, it is. He has a big birthday tomorrow, and it's interesting because what we'd like to be is with family, but we can't right now for his birthday. So my job is to make that a fun birthday. Hopefully I succeed. I got him, so he's the one who drinks coffee in the house. I'm a tea drinker. So I got him an espresso. I can say that now because if he's listening to this, he'll already have it. I don't think it's going to get here till the 11th, but I'm excited. Ironically, right after I got it from him, he's like, this coffee doesn't taste as good as it used to. I'm like, yes. So we're saying bye to Keurig and we're going to try this Nespresso thing. I'm hoping it's fantastic. It's not the same as being with a trip with family, but it's something. So I'm hoping that he enjoys it, and we're going to order he loves Maggiano's. He loves Italian. So we're going to do that tomorrow and just have a good time. In the business world, as you know, when this was recording, it was right before the launch of Social Stories, The Last Chance to join this year, this month. So I am in the throes of just making sure that webinar is amazeballs and just serving my community in different ways. I've added, if you are an Instagrammer, I've gone back to doing the live Instagram shows, simulcasting them while I do the Facebook shows on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 9:30 Pacific time. And the reason there's no good reason I wasn't doing it for a while because I thought my bandwidth Wi-Fi wasn't great, but as you know, there's certain people who are on Instagram more and certain people that are on Facebook more. So I want to be where you guys are, and you're in both places. So you'll see me like turning my head back and forth to the two different cameras and just rocking it out that way. So I've been doing that more and really just trying to get in, be in the trenches with you all as you're going through the holiday season. Of course, we kicked off the volume building boot camp, and that's been super exciting too, and just helping people work through the concepts so they can easily get those things up has been fantastic. And I've also been celebrating, oh my gosh, so many great personal best months, so many great volume, hit team volumes, all the things. The thing is that when I love it when my members reach out and go, look at what happened, because that makes my day. And so it's been really exciting to see all of the wins they've been having, because I feel like I have wins. I literally feel like I'm part of, 15, 20 different network marketing companies. I do, and I love it. I love that, and I love celebrating with them. So that has been fantastic. I hope you're taking time to celebrate this holiday season. The holidays are here and they're almost gone. That doesn't mean you're going to stop your business. You're still working your business. I'm going to say again, you're still working your business. And little tidbit, if you, by now, I think everyone's or almost everyone's last day of shipping has happened. So what you're going to do right now is change the conversation and start talking about gifts for your actual market, not for them to gift, but for them. It's time to encourage them to treat themselves, because they either are ready for that or they're going to be ready when Christmas hits. But you want to start that conversation now so they're rolling and going with that. That's my holiday tip for today. Okay, so that's all I have for you. You are not ahead. You're not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And I, for one, am so glad you're here with me. So thank you so much for listening to Roxtalks. I'll be back with another episode next week. Take care. Bye-bye.